I work as a marine technician, and during my spare time, this is what I like to do. I like to build, race, although legally, and detail, and basically anything to do with cars or motorsports.
I'll find a crowded avenue, though it will be empty without you. I can't get used to losing you, no matter what I try to do. Gonna spend my whole life through.
How did you get into it?
Like it started a long time before I actually got into actual motorsport. Apparently when I was a kid, I used to always have a Matchbox car in my hand. Like I never went anywhere without my Matchbox car. And that sort of moved on from Matchbox cars to RC cars, and then to go-karts, and then basically the day I turned 15 I got my learner's license and I started getting into actual cars. My first car was a 1989 Nissan Sentra, which even then was a terrible car. A big upgrade then at 15 was to put a CD player in it, and some box house speakers in the boot, an intake filter, and a big bore exhaust, and some top-notch hubcaps from Repco.
It's changed a lot since then. This car hasn't actually had just a CD player put in it.
No,
so
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, so that's how far cars have come. This doesn't
Yeah.
even have a CD player. So this is all just multimedia. Like, you know, the age we live in, it's everything's different. I've done some pretty serious builds in the past, but I decided with this car, well, thus far, these things can change, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick to it. So this car's just got basic bolt-ons. It's just got a catback, a downpipe, intake, upgraded diverter valve, which is like the European electronic version of a blow-off valve, and like a few other bits and pieces, but nothing, you know, nothing too serious. And well, it's lower than, okay, I kind of have physics, but anyway. And because with this car, like, there's such a popular tuner car, all these parts are just available, you know, online. You can literally log online, swipe your credit card, and end up with all of these parts ready to go, basically in a couple of hours. So yeah, very, very easy car to mod. So I kind of just stuck to that light modding profile just to enhance its factory features, and just make the car a little bit more enjoyable to drive, a little bit sportier, make a few more noises, a couple of pops and bangs, that sort of thing. So yeah, nothing too major. What about you? What have you done to your car?
I vacuumed it.
Oh, yo!
Yeah.
The public's perception of car enthusiasts has been painted pretty badly in general by the media over the last 20 or 30 years, because every time something pops up about the modified car community, they always show a video of people doing burnouts, and that was something that irked me a few years ago too, because they used footage from a legal organized event of like a burnout competition to paint the picture of people doing burnouts, you know, illegally on the street. So they actually took footage from an organized, paid, properly set up event and used it to paint a negative picture on the people that they're talking about. So most people who buy or modify cars, they're into cars, right? Their license is precious to them, their car is precious to them. They're not out there to hurt other people. They're out there to enjoy their chosen hobby, just like someone who's into knitting and stuff like that. Like, this is my knitting. Of course there's a very small handful of them that do drive like complete dickheads, but all of those people, and I mean all of those people because I've been in the hobby for a long time now, they eventually grow out of it. It's something that they'll do for a couple of years, realize that, yeah, they're being very, very stupid. So if you turn up at a car meet and start behaving like a dickhead, you're out. Like, you're no longer welcome at meets. And it's something that most car clubs are very, very heavy-handed on. You know, if you do a skid or rev your car or do something stupid like that, that's it. You know, don't turn up next time.
Ford
has said they're not making a petrol engine for a consumer car
Yeah.
past 2035. Audi's the same, Mercedes the same. So, what's your thoughts on? Is it a dying hobby?
I don't think so at all. Most of the true-blooded car enthusiasts that I know are absolutely embracing EVs with open arms. Because I mean, EV technology is really exciting. It's growing rapidly, and these latest EVs that are coming out, they make these dinosaurs look slow. You know, like a Tesla, the latest Tesla can get to 100 k's an hour in 1.9 seconds. That's less than half the time it takes to get that thing there. These cars will do this time and time again reliably for decades, where a petrol engine wears out over time.
How integral to car modification is the smell and the sound?
If you go back, say, you know, almost 100 years, people were modifying cars back then. Except they were modifying cars that were running on like castor oil. And to those people, when petroleum started coming out, they're like, well, what's this new thing? It doesn't smell like castor oil. Like, why are people doing that? It's ridiculous. It's horrible. Bring back castor oil engines. And then diesel became a thing, and people are like, oh, why would you do that with a diesel? It doesn't smell like petrol. You know, and it was the same thing with leaded fuel. It's just a generational thing. So while my generation, and to an extent your generation, the smell of fuel and tyre smoke and all that kind of stuff is sort of part of the thing. But the next generation, the whistle of an EV might be the thing that's going to perk their ears and get them interested. And that's something like I genuinely can't wait to see that new generation of cars, because I think these things are going to be amazing.